halftime, folks. Thursday night, the best night of the week for NBA basketball. Hi there, everybody, and thanks for being with us on 2K Sports. In this one, we'll see the New York Knicks against the Boston Celtics. Along with the all-star team of Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. A moment here to see the numbers for Sam Hauser.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Looking at the starting 5 for Boston. Tatum at the 4 with Kata in at the 5. White and Brown team up as the backcourt. And it's Hauser in at the 3. And for the Knicks, Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Josh Hart. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. And one thing we expect to see tonight, great guard play on both sides.
Well, these matchups can be so compelling. You know you're going to get elite ball handling, passing, shot creation. No question, this one's going to be entertaining to watch.
Now here's Brunson, coming off a terrific game against Atlanta. From the arc. That's good from Towns on the assist by Brunson.
Excellent work by Towns, refusing to let the contact throw him off balance.
Brown with a screen. Here's White. That shot off the mark. Good D by Brunson. And here are the Knicks. Here's Anunoby. His last outing, we saw him score 22. And it's going to be a 3-second call. About a minute into this first quarter. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Brown. I asked him if there's anything in particular they can do to keep Tatum's production at bay. He mentioned, well, the playmaking ability is what hits you first. His skill is something we're going to have to slow down, and we feel we have a good plan defensively to do so. A plan is a good start. We'll see if they're able to execute. Back to you.
Allie, thank you.
Oh, so solid from the mid-range. Bridges understands when to rise up from there.
Back to Brown. The 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Hart finds Brunson. Boston with a rebound. Last time they met in Boston.
And they want to avoid getting in foul trouble again. That's what really hurt them against this team last time.
Yeah, look, those careless fouls will drive a coach nuts. You've got to be disciplined and tied together to have success.
Here's Hart, following the bucket by Boston. Clock at 6. Towns is screen on Tatum. Lets it go from 11, and too long on the shot. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
So it's Boston now, after the basket by New York on the other end. Here's Brown. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
Well, look, that's another missed opportunity. 1 for 5 now from the field.
And it's Brunson missing.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Tatum draws the double. Tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. With only 1 game left, let's take a look at what the final standings could look like out east. You take a look at the Celtics. With great effort over a long season, they're second in the conference. And, of course, New York, they're sitting with the 3rd seed.
Well, for the Knicks, they gave it their all this year, putting themselves in great position moving into the playoffs. They are geared up and ready to go.
Now here's Anunoby. No made baskets yet. White for 3. Towns with a rebound.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Here's Hart. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Coming off a win against the Hornets.
Yeah, they were really able to keep their intensity high throughout the game. We never really saw them back off.
Yeah, it was an all-around excellent performance, and one I'm sure they'd like to replicate tonight.
And let's see who's been the best at the free throw line in the second half of the season. Derek White, fourth.
Over the second half of the season, he's been locked in at the line.
New York on D. To the paint. Here's Tatum. And he dumps it down.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Now here's Hart. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots from 14. Yep, count it.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Down low. And White, the bucket on the assist by Tatum.
I like that from White. Attack in the heart of that defense.
Bridges, a screen on White. Brunson looks it over. Shoots over White. Brunson misses.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Pass to White. Hauser outside. Tatum against Hart. Nice ball movement by Boston. Back to Hauser from outside the arc. And it's rebounded by Karl-Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. To the inside. And Hart throws it down.
Yeah, I love the activity in the pick and roll from Bridges. Delivering a dime right on the money.
Outside, Brown. To the middle. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jayson Tatum. He is the real deal.
Vucevic, he's checked in for Boston. Now here's Anunoby. Still no points. Sends it home from three-point land. Celtics trail by 9. Brown with it. Outside Tatum. Back to Brown. Over Bridges. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
Hart with a screen on White. Here's Brunson outside. And again, New York with the triple.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Deflects the pass. Celtics trail by 12. Outside, Brown. to stop the run. Nails it. And he's 1 for 5 with that one.
I love that mentality from Brown. Comes right back down the floor to answer the three with one of his own.
White against Brunson. Pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And some changes here for New York. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Towns. Clarkson comes in for Hart, and Alvarado's subbed in for Brunson. Boston also changing it up. Walsh is checked in for Tatum. Shireman comes in for Hauser, and it's Peyton Pritchard in for Jalen Brown. Here's Pritchard, a go-to option for this team. He puts up nearly 17 a game. Vucevic finds White. Shot clock at 6. And it's New York with a rebound.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Now Bridges, 15 in his last outing. Inside, Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Vucevic, the pass to Pritchard. Picked by Vucevic. Lets it go. Pritchard gets it to go.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Bridges passes to Robinson, and his teams run through the finish line of the season, Grant. There must be a certain amount of reflection happening.
For teams that are out of it, they might start that process now. But who has time for that if you're playoffs bound?
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Robinson. And both free throws good for Robinson. And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for the Celtics, trailing by 13.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Alvarado, the pass to Clarkson. Now Alvarado. Pass to Clarkson. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And the Knicks lead by 13. Here's Shireman. Back to Pritchard. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Pritchard's got his second basket of the night.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Clarkson outside. Pass to Diawara from behind the arc. Gonzalez pulls it in.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
And here's Pritchard. And stolen by Alvarado. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, "The closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control, things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you." Back to you, Brian.
Staying dialed in. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Now here's Pritchard. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Charlotte. To the wing, right side. 5 to shoot. Pass to Walsh. Jacks up a 3. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Alvarado into the lane. Here's Shamit. Now here's Clarkson. Defense right on him. Back to Shamit. Here's Diawara. The offensive rebound. And a big finish by Robinson.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they built this lead. They have been dominant on the court.
And so it's the New York Knicks ending the quarter up 10. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. They've got Nikola Vucevic. Jayson Tatum out there with Peyton Pritchard. And it's Shireman in at the shooting guard position. And it's Clarkson missing. Celtics trail by 7. Pass to Shireman. Robinson with a steal. Clarkson outside. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
Well, that's a nimble move by Clarkson, allowing him to work around that contact.
Tatum feeling it out a bit. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, Tatum taking flight.
And guys, it's no easy task defending Tatum inside. You can body him up, bump him, he'll still find a way.
Towns outside. Misses the 3. Celtics trail by 7. Tatum passes to Pritchard. Here's Vucevic. Outside Tatum. Boston needs to get off a shot here. Pritchard from outside. Goes back up. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Yeah, an impressive offensive rebounder. Vucevic isn't afraid of throwing his weight around.
Boston shooting their first free throw of the night. Boston making a switch here. Well, to play great defense, teams have to provide help. But how do you avoid overhelping?
It's a great question, B.A., and it's like anything in the game. Basketball is a game of decisions. I think people look at it and they talk about athletic ability and they talk about skills, which are both important. But the best players and the best teams are the best decision makers, and the same thing goes as to when to help and when to stay home on shooters.
Tatum from long range. Tatum! Big 3-maker.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the 3-ball more consistently like they are now should help them do it.
Towns, left side. Alvarado outside, takes a three. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson. And this break lets us see the teams making the most of their second chances this season. Fourth, the Celtics.
You've got to respect the work ethic of these guys on the offensive glass. They don't give up on possessions and hit the boards with aggression.
Brunson is checked in for New York. And the Celtics also making a change. Brown's checked in. Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. Picked by Vucevic. The three. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Vucevic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, still one of the league's best rebounders. Vucevic extending the possession. Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Outside Tatum. Over Brunson. Hey, Tatum getting it done inside.
Well, you know, there's still some value in the mid-range jumper, especially when it's Jayson Tatum taking the shot.
Drops in the three.
And just sinks it over the taller defender. That's why you have to crowd shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, you get a little more space out there to operate, and that helps him find the room he needs.
Tatum's shot is good.
Such good play from Tatum near the hoop that time.
Pass to Robinson. Towns, right side. And here's Brunson from the arc. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Brunson's got 10.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And some changes here for New York. Josh Hart's checked in for Robinson. OG Anunoby comes in for Clarkson. And it's Bridges in for Alvarado. Boston also changing it up. Hauser, he's checked in for Shireman. And Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. Pass to White. It's Brown on the wing. 6 to shoot. Oh, look at Brown banging inside.
Well, there's some power to JB's game. He can simply go through contact.
Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Does a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
Pass to Tatum. Fires from the wing. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night. Down low. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Just leaping up to the rim, no one could get in Anunoby's way.
Outside Tatum. Vucevic, a screen on Hart. There's Tatum with the 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got 7 rebounds in the game. Shots good by Hart. And now a 7-point New York lead.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
attempts. He's drained 3.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Brunson up top, defended by Brown. Towns a screen on Tatum. Hart from long range. Anunoby on the wing. He shoots it. And it's Brunson missing.
Good contest. Can't let him have open shots from mid-range.
Hauser passes to Vucevic. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Well, the interior is where Vucevic is at his most concerned. So the defense has to be overwhelming to stop him.
Pass to Anunoby. Bridges outside. Towns a screen on Brown. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
New York making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Cada's checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for Jayson Tatum. Bridges with it. Now guarded by White. Bridges misses. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Pritchard. Here's the 3. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
After hitting 0 threes in the first half, he's got a couple now. You can see the confidence building.
The kick out to Brunson. And Brunson won't miss many of those.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And here's Brown for 3, and it falls. 4 for 8 for him from the floor.
Well, he got off to a slow start, but now in the second, he seems to be finding his rhythm.
Back to Brunson. Robinson, a screen on Pritchard. Here's Brunson outside. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Knicks lead by 2.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Hart with a screen on Pritchard. Outside Hart, beyond the arc. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Bridges against White. Outside Pritchard. Launches a 3, and the Celtics another 3.
That's his 3rd three-pointer now after not getting any in the opening period.
Outside Anunoby. New York working the ball around now. Shots good by Hart.
Nice pass by Bridges. Just keeping his options open out there.
It's Brown on the wing. A minute 37 left in the second period. He's off on the layup.
You gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Brunson misses. Celtics trail by 3. Brown finds Pritchard. Hauser outside. Shoots over Bridges. Hauser can't get it to go. New York has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. Pass to Bridges. Puts up a 3. Boston pulls it in.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Outside, Brown. The floater. Hart pulls it in. Knicks leading by 3. Outside Brunson. Hart with a screen on Pritchard. New York needs to get off a shot here. Anunoby for 3. He buries it from 3. Anunoby's got 5 points. Josh Hart getting it done for New York, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter. 3 for the game. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Hey, folks, welcome to the halftime show. A lead right now in this one for the New York Knicks.
This has been a display of what we often talk about on this show. Unselfish ball movement usually leads to better shots. Now, I could say this. They're generating a lot of clean looks, guys.
Yeah, it's tough to beat a team that's in sync. Big advantage in the assist column. Check that out. All right, and now that we are in the later stages of the season, here's how the standings are looking in the East.
A look here now at New York. The playoffs right around the corner. Tonight's going to be about fine-tuning and getting ready for the postseason.
Yeah, one game left to play. You want to stay as healthy as possible and go out with a win.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. It's been quite a game for Josh Hart.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
So it's Boston now. They trail by 6. OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Towns in at the 5 down low. That's the group starting the second half for Mike Brown. White, good.
And White knows he has the green light to fire from deep. Great looking 3-ball there.
Brunson passes to Towns. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got his 4th assist in this one.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
To the middle. Here's Tatum. And he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, great read by Tatum there. Recognizing the overcommitment and making the defense pay.
Brunson is doubled to the paint. Towns passes to Anunoby. They get it again. Pass to Bridges. Towns on a screen. Bridges finds Anunoby. Shoots over Brown. And Anunoby gets it to go on the assist by Bridges. Bridges has got 6 assists now in the game. Here's Brown. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Brown's got 12.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally in sync.
Bridges passes to Hart. New York working the ball around now. Here's Brunson. Back to Hart. The 3 is up. Tatum pulls it in. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. 4-point game. There's a screen. Fires from deep. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Only their first miss in 4 attempts. It's been a great start to the half.
Towns doing some work on the interior.
Yeah, with his size and build, Towns can be very forceful inside, and no one was able to stop him.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. to appreciate some of the NBA's toughest defensive teams. Number 1, Boston, New York in 5th.
Both teams really take pride in their defenses, shutting one another down, which is kind of refreshing to see in a league widely dominated by offense.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Brown against Bridges. 11 feet out. Look at Brown getting it done inside.
On fire to start the second half. 4-5 from the field.
Stan, one thing about Jaylen Brown, he seems so composed out there.
Yeah, B.A., he's very calm. Doesn't waste energy. You love a player who's this focused and calculated.
Now here's Brown. He's got 14. Hauser outside. 6 on the shot clock. Outside White. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. White's got 6 points in the quarter.
Sometimes you just know it's coming. White couldn't wait to let that one fly. Respond to the 3 on the other end.
Brunson passes to Hart. Three-pointer, Bridges. Hauser grabs the board. Hauser's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Brown. Ooh, Brown takes it to the D inside.
And over time, we've seen Brown ease into accepting more responsibility on offense. He's now a dangerous force.
Towns. White with the steal. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Brian, back to you.
Allie, thanks for the report.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Tatum for the lead. They get the rebound. Great positioning on the putback. And it's all knotted up.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Outside Hart. New York working the ball around now. Shot clock at 6. Here's Brunson outside. Whoa! Brunson with a rugged 3.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Bridges against Brown. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Brown's got 8 points in the quarter.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
High post Towns. He's got 13. Hart passes to Bridges. Sinks it from distance. Bridges has got 5 now.
Yeah, canning it from the corner isn't as easy as Bridges made it look that time.
Brown against Bridges. Brown inside. Fades. Misses off the right iron. New York leading by 4. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Pass to Brunson. Here's Anunoby, defended by Hauser. For 3, Bridges. Boston pulls it in.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
To the inside. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And here's the fast break. It's tipped and stolen by Brown. Pass to Tatum. 3-pointer. Tatum rips the 3.
Yeah, no hesitation, no overthinking it. Tatum just takes the shot.
Here's Brunson, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Brunson Brunson's got 8 points in the quarter.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Here's Anunoby, banked it in off the glass. And now an 8-point New York lead. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for New York.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Towns outside. The rebound, Celtics. Kata's got 4 rebounds now.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
What a move by Tatum, finishing strong at the rim.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. So New York ends up going with a whole new group. And Boston with some changes. Robinson finds Clarkson. Six to shoot. And the Knicks miss again. Celtics trail by 3. Pass to Pritchard. For the tie. Good work defensively by Alvarado. Here's Shannon. Buries it from 3. Shannon's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
To the paint. Ooh, they pick off the pass. Fast break. Here comes New York. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And it's an 8-point Knick lead.
And Clarkson possesses so much speed. Once he gets a step in transition, it's over.
Now here's Pritchard. Alvarado defending. Pass to Vucevic. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
But Porty's checked in for New York. Good work defensively by Alvarado. Inside, Clarkson. Rebound Boston. A minute 15 left in the third quarter. And here's Pritchard. 15 points in the game. Pass to Vucevic. The shot no good. Good work defensively by Robinson. Shamet into the lane. Here's Alvarado. And the 3 off target.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
A nice shot by Walsh.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
To the middle. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Celtics trail by 5. Outside Pritchard. 15 seconds left in the third. There's a screen. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Vucevic. Shoots over Robinson. Oh, he missed the chippy right there. It's been all about Jalen Brunson for the Knicks. Doing some damage from deep. He now has 5 3-pointers in the game. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So the Celtics 5 right now. They've got Peyton Pritchard, Jayson Tatum out there with Nikola Vucevic. And it's Shireman in at the 2-guard spot. Yes, it's good. And the Knicks lead by 7.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Tatum passes to Vucevic. The Knicks with the rebound. Robinson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Alvarado. Now Towns. Back to Alvarado. Thompson for 3. Knocks it down from distance. And it's a 10-point New York lead.
And Clarkson can drain them with ease from that range. No problem for him on that play.
Tatum from long range. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. And Boston pushing it up now. Here's Walsh. Drains the wing tray.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Robinson can't hit. Celtics trail by 7. Outside Tatum. Pass to Vucevic. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson.
Well, he's as steady as they come at the big man position. Vucevic is someone you can count on to help you shoulder some of the offensive load.
First free throw is good. McBride, he's checked in for Shamet. The Celtics making a switch here. And so Vucevic nails both of them.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Towns on a screen. Here's Clarkson. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And still to this day, Jordan Clarkson can give you instant offense, Coach.
Well, Brian, he's excellent off the bounce, slashing into the lane. He's added the three-point shot. He can fill it up in a hurry, normally off the bench.
And that one misses.
Well, what you love about Jordan Clarkson, it doesn't matter if he's starting or coming off the bench, he provides a real scoring punch.
Brunson is checked in for McBride. Brown, he's checked in for Boston. He hits the second from the line. Celtics trail by 6. Here's Pritchard outside. Brown crosses over. Oh, Robinson with a block. And they'll get another chance. Tatum from long range. Good. And he's hit 8 of 14 now. A solid offensive performance.
Stop it. An incredible move to shake his man. Getting the defender on his heels, doing the rest with ease.
Brunson penetrating. Towns for 3. Yes. And a nice assist assist from Brunson. Brunson's got his 5th assist in this one. Pass to Vucevic. And Vucevic slams it in.
Can't be too surprised by this. Vucevic got the room, and he went to work.
Brunson against Pritchard. Brunson passes to Towns. Towns double team. Clarkson for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
For him, it's been a tale of 2 halves. He's starting to make an impact now.
Here's Tatum. He can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by Towns. Alvarado, left side, down low. Check out Brunson going to work inside.
Inside Brunson is pretty deadly, just dropping his shot in.
It's Brown on the wing. Alvarado defending. Brown, no good. New York leading by 9. Clarkson outside to the left wing. Here's Brunson, and it's New York scoring again.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
And it's blocked by Vucevic.
Well, defensively, Vucevic was in great position and times that perfect.
It's good on the putback. Tatum's got 10 points here in the second half.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player. Clarkson, Boston with a rebound. Tatum passes to Brown. Back to Tatum. Ooh, Tatum slams it home.
Well, we've come to expect this from Tatum. Just so good at taking over games all by himself.
Clarkson passes to Towns. And it's Jayson Tatum with a rebound. Celtics trail by 7. Inside, Robinson with a steal. Here's Clarkson. There's the drive.
Using that speed of his on the drive. Clarkson just so elusive when he puts it on the floor.
Vucevic, a screen on Brunson. Pass to Vucevic. Here's Shireman. To the middle. Here's Tatum. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after it. Clarkson for 3. Gets the 3-ball to go. Clarkson's got 12 now in this quarter.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Pass to Brown. Lets it fly. Drained it for 2 points.
You know, Brown is just a really good jump shooter. Plus, his J looks good, too.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. So for the Knicks, Hart's checked in for Robinson. Anunoby comes in for Clarkson. And it's Bridges in for Alvarado. Boston also changing it up. Tatus checked in for Vucevic. Hauser comes in for Shireman. And Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
Yeah, this is what makes Towns an all-star caliber player. He has the ability to take over games by himself.
White can't hit. Knicks leading by 12. To the inside. Out to Bridges. From deep. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got 5 rebounds tonight. Hauser passes to White. Outside, Brown. And he drives in. And Tatum with the basket on the assist from Brown. Brown's got 5 assists tonight.
Listen, it's a team sport, but without him, this deficit would be a lot bigger.
Towns passes to Hart. Here's Brunson. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. The Celtics making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. Celtics trail by 10. Brown in the high post. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Brown's got 15 points in just the second half.
When he gets to his spot, Jalen Brown is money from the mid-range.
And here's Brunson from the arc. There's the triple. He drops it from range. Brunson's got 28 points for the game.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
The kick out to White. Launches it. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
Yeah, he's been able to turn it around after a rough first half. He's now looking much better offensively.
Brown pulls down the board.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Jacks up a three. Cash from downtown.
That's just excellent team basketball. Brown is all about getting it to the open shooter.
Brunson. Oh, no good. Celtics trail by 5. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
Brown, a screen on Brunson. Peyton Pritchard. Hart with a rebound. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense screaming.
Can't hit it. Boston has gotten 4 of 7 three-pointers to fall in the fourth. Brown outside. And there's a 3-second violation. Brunson with it. From 12 feet out. Towns drops the hammer.
Yeah, anytime he wants, Towns can be a beast on the offensive board.
Pritchard outside from downtown. Hart with a rebound. New York shooting great so far. 52% in the fourth. Now Towns. It's off.
Well, he outworked everyone for that goal. It's a kind of effort you love to see.
Outside Brown. From deep. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Well, he's got the green light for shots like that. Give him some room and let it rip.
And now we've got an intentional foul. This is their chance to stretch the lead, Grant.
Yeah, it's a must. They have to execute and avoid the big mistake.
They double him with White. Outside Bridges. Now Anunoby. Shot clock at 3. Outside Bridges. Let's loose for 3. Yes, sir, with the 3.
Well, that trip was going nowhere. Thankfully, McHale bailed them out.
And the Celtics call time here. They're down by 7. All right, guys, what do you think?
They just haven't put it all together tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
Outside Brown. Fires the 3. And so it's New York winning this one. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
And BA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And let's reveal our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.